Hello, hello, and welcome to Art Snack. Art Snack is that time of day when we take just a short break from our hectic schedules to talk about art. My name is Jennylynd James, and I'm an artist specializing in acrylic paintings of musicians and singers. With me today is Shinece Dukuru, all the way from Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Hello, Shinece.
Hi. Hi.
Thank you so much for joining me today. So happy you can participate in Art Snack. So Shinece, tell me a little bit about yourself and your journey as an artist.
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, Port of Spain, right? And I am currently in my third year studying visual arts at the UE, University of the West Indies. And I should say that my art is more Afrocentric
Yeah,
and deals with identity and, well, my experience. So I try to incorporate symbolisms in my pieces so that when the viewers look at the pieces, they will get like a hint of what it means, but it's so much deeper than that. It's
right,
like
right.
a artistic diary for myself.
And when did you start to paint?
I would say secondary school, Form 1, I started to paint, but I have always liked to draw since preschool, primary school. I still have some of my drawings that I did.
Yes.
So I used to always like to use colors, and so my mother was like, she probably would be good at art. And eventually, when I joined Bishop Hennessy High School, I learned that painting is this mind-blowing thing that I was so in love with, and I was like, okay, I like art.
Yes,
It's
yes.
only in Form 3, I would say, is that I say I would pursue art on like a higher level.
Right, right. So in high school. And what about your family? Did you have art in your family?
Actually, I came from an artistic family.
Yes.
Um, my grandfather was self-taught. He was also involved with the making of pan. Well, not
Okay.
the initial pans, but he made pans and tuned it as well. So he sent to each of his children's household. So I actually have a pan that he made there. His name was Godfrey Toby.
Okay, okay, wonderful. And so, in your art practice and your studies right now at UWE, does anything stand out to you, or any projects that you had to do?
Um, I would say in year two is when I realized that I had way more talent that I thought I had because
Oh,
we had a course where we had to experiment, right? We had to come out of our comfort zone and paint something or construct something that we are accustomed to doing. For me, before UE, I used to always paint female portraits and flowers like nature. So
yes,
from birds and leaves and um, it always be of them like loving themselves because for me I wanted to um, connect, but I wanted to show people that not only some a lot of people they how to put this a lot of people suffer with identity crisis and they mightn't love
yes,
themselves and they mightn't see their beauty the way others will see. So I
yes,
tried to show those through my pieces, and because
wonderful.
of UE in year two, we had to experiment. I started to paint male portraits.
Yes,
Um, I wanted to contrast with the stereotypical, well, the stereotypes of the male Africans. So a lot of the people think that or portray male Africans as angry men who don't show like their feelings and whatnot. So I would like involve them screaming and there's like flowers coming out. It's like they're trying to be what society say they should be like, but when in truth they really want to express themselves without being criticized.
right, right.
Also, in year 2, I experimented with abstract art. Before I
Yes.
used to focus on realism. Now I do realism as well as abstract, and in a way, Afrofuturism.
Okay, yes, yes.
That's basically African art, where they will see the future of the African art or the Africans in like a positive light, you know. So yeah.
Thank you. So please show me some examples of your work. Let's see a few of your paintings.
So this is one of my pieces. It's called.
So is it oil or acrylic? What is your medium of choice?
My medium of choice is acrylic on canvas.
Okay.
Sometimes I would do watercolor pieces, but they are mostly like smaller. It's like a new practice for me, so I'm not too confident in it.
Okay.
But yeah, this is acrylic on canvas, and basically this little African boy unlocking his cultural identity. So the shape of it is like a keyhole.
A keyhole,
and
yes.
He's coming out of water, and there's like a sunny sky. So it's like a flower that needs water and light to survive and to bloom. It's like he's blossoming from the water and learning about his culture. So he looks at peace, and it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Also surrounding is like little line art
that
used with the African culture.
Okay, let's see another sample. Thank you. That was a wonderful piece and full of symbolism to positivity.
So this second piece is called Now Behold Cambile. Cambile is like an event where the freed slaves in Trinidad and Tobago would exercise their freedom, and that involves the burning of the canes, and they would use it as like a stick fighting. It's like an event for them, a festival. And so every year for Jubilee, they do that as like a
reenact.
Festival. Yeah.
Yes, a reenact the Cambile.
I did like an abstract piece on it. So there's the main characters are two men stick fighting.
Yes.
And around them are people that are looking on.
Beautiful work.
Yeah, so I wanted to use like fiery colors, so reds, yellows, orange, to symbolize the fire and the energy that the cambile involves.
Right. Wonderful. Let's see another piece.
So this piece is called Wade in the Water.
Okay.
And it was inspired by the 1803 Igbo landing. So it's actually Americans took slaves from Africa, and the slaves decided to overthrow the ship because they didn't want to be slaves, right? And so they killed a lot of the people on the ship, and they collectively decided to drown in the water, because if they survived and made it to land, they would have been slaves. The women would have been exploited to make more slaves, and the men would have been worked. So they decided to kill themselves. So in this piece, I have them walking into the water, and they are following the sunlight.
Okay.
And for this piece, I took away from the history that a lot of people would do anything for freedom.
Yeah.
And we have to acknowledge the fact that our ancestors went through so much to be free. And I wanted to just highlight that freedom is like the sun in the sky, and it's like you're walking into like a cloudy, like heaven, right? And for me personally, I think it would have been like a very scary experience to decide, okay, I have to kill myself. If I don't, I would be worked hard and be treated like an animal.
Yeah.
So I have them marching on with confidence, because it's like, this is what I am going to do so I don't suffer.
Right.
So that is
the theme. Very, very interesting. Well, thank you so much for sharing those with us. And I like the strong themes of identity and survival, and a very powerful work. Thank you so much, Shinece. How can viewers see more of your work?
I'm mostly active on Instagram. So my
Yes.
Instagram name is Shinece.
Please spell it.
SHXNECE.
Okay.
I also have another Instagram by Shen, by.shxn. On that last account, I do more experimenting work.
Yes.
So those are like journal pages and whatnot.
Okay, great. So I will put this here on the video. I'll put your contact information. And do you have any events coming up?
Not immediately.
Well, yes, with COVID-19 is kind of difficult. But thank you so much for sharing your work with us today. Viewers can also find some of my work at my website, jennylyndjames.pixels.com, and on Instagram and Facebook at Art by Jennylynd James. That's Art by Jennylynd James. That's all we have time for today. Thank you so much again, Shinece.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. And tune in next time for Art Snack. Bye, everybody. Remember to hit that subscribe button for daily and consistent content. Hope to see you every day. Hit the subscribe button.